Good morning, Tony, and thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Good morning, Anne. My pleasure.
I know you're very busy, so we really appreciate your time, and you're going to tell us about some digital strategies today.
Indeed.
Okay, so you've got about 10 minutes, and I'll leave you to it.
Thank you, Anne. So good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to speak to you all today. As Anne said, my name is Tony Dunne, and I own Kingdom Media. We're a marketing company based here in Killarney. So I hope, first off, that you're all safe and well, and you're getting used to the adjustments that are being placed on us during this pandemic. As you're all very aware, we're in the midst of living through strange and unknown times where there is a lot of uncertainty at the moment. However, in a business, and especially in the marketing sense, there's never been more certainty and urgency about being active and strategic in the actions that we undertake going forward. A key aspect of marketing in general, but specifically marketing during a crisis such as COVID-19, is that your business needs to be front and center in people's minds. In order to achieve this, you need to consistently market exactly what you do, and do that on a regular and consistent basis. Why? Well, this will keep your business to the forefront of the minds of your clients or customers. It will enhance your overall standing amongst your industry and amongst your competition. And when things go back to normal, or as normal as they can be for the time being, your PR and marketing effects will pay off. So what can we do right now in relation to marketing our businesses, even while our doors are closed or we are operating under limitations? So I put together 6 key strategies we can focus on right now to managing our customers' expectations and shifting our messaging during COVID-19. So just quickly there on the screen, I've outlined the 6 areas that I'm going to be focusing on. So firstly, I'd like to talk about updating your business's Google My Business and also your web content. So when people are searching for your business online, it will generally happen upon your Google My Business listing. So during these times, Google has automatically set your listing to be temporarily closed. So you should really work on your listing information, just check everything is all correct and up to date, make any necessary changes. So maybe changing your contact number or your opening hours. You could also write some Google posts maybe about your current situation and what you have in place, etc., relating to COVID-19. So advise people of your current situation, give them some advice, and say how that you can help them, or maybe tell customers how they can help you. With regards to your website, again, you can make sure that your contact information is correct and advise your customers if you're closed. Maybe add a pop-up with a COVID-19 update, for example. Also, take time this time to be working on your website content while you have the time. You may have been putting off adding some additional content to your website or updating it to be relevant because you've been too busy. So now's the ideal time to work on this and get it done. So useful things that you could be adding to your website, maybe look at adding client testimonials or reviews that you've received to promote word of mouth recommendations. So you can add these manually into your website, or maybe use a plugin that will allow integration of Google reviews. You could also maybe make modifications to your services and products that you're offering to meet the current demand. So say, for example, a hotel or a pub or a bar is now able to offer takeaway food, then maybe look at adding that content to your website so that you can advise on this. You could also look at maybe adding or updating frequently added question section to your website. People are always using Google more than ever during these times. So ensuring that your content answers questions searchers are looking for is key. You could also maybe look at adding FAQ schema to your web pages, and that's going to further enhance your opportunities to appear higher in search engine results. And that in turn is going to lead to increased website traffic and click-through rates. Maybe also you could add a chatbot to your website. So maybe integrating something like Facebook Messenger or, a Facebook Messenger widget or maybe use another chatbot such as Drift, for example, to allow you to have real-time customer service interaction. Second thing I'd like to talk about maybe is upgrading your website to an e-commerce website. So you may want to look at upgrading your website to have that e-commerce function, especially if, for example, your bricks and mortar premises has had to close. Investing in an online shopping store, a booking system, or an ordering system would be well worthwhile at this time. And since it can be continued to be utilized even when we go back to normal and can run in parallel, this will offer an additional revenue stream for you. For e-commerce systems, they're easy to set up. They just need a payment gateway, such as Stripe, for example, to process your payment securely, and also an SSL certificate, which you can purchase through your web host. This will ensure the security and peace of mind of your customers and clients. Grants are available for this e-commerce upgrade right now to develop these systems. So the LEOs has its own online trading voucher scheme that's available to SMEs of less than 10 employees, and you can receive up to a value of 2,500. For SMEs with more than 10 employees, the Enterprise Islands are offering their COVID-19 online retail scheme, and that has a maximum grant value of €40,000. The former, they're currently taking applications up until September 30th, and the latter is closing its applications on May 27th. So third thing I'm going to talk about here is pivoting your marketing budget. So now is the time to definitely pivot to online advertising. So pivot is a bit of a buzzword right now, buyers, consumers' behavior has and is surely changing. So you will need to react quickly to these changes. So whether that's through redirecting your marketing budget assigned to traditional marketing, maybe to build and increase your online presence, or maybe adjusting a budget spend that you have on pay-per-click or the keywords in particular that you're targeting. So Google Ads and Facebook and Instagram ads at the moment, they're actually cheaper right now. And so it's a good as time as any to be investing the time and the budget and maybe making some overall savings overall. Finally, maybe you could also allocate some of your budget towards training in digital marketing. So there's lots of training courses available at the moment in various aspects of digital marketing from various mentors with the LEO. So maybe in search engine optimization, copywriting, social media, and even video editing. Tying into the previous slide there, I would look at the fourth thing would be paid advertising campaigns. That's a good area to focus on at this time. So maybe review any existing Google AdWords or Facebook ad campaigns that you're running, just to see do they need adjusting specifically now for maybe relevance for this time and appropriateness for the current situation. You can reach out to clients and customers who intend to buy quickly by running new Google AdWords campaigns, maybe even working on new Facebook or Instagram adverts to target specific audiences for different products or services. So maybe you can look at your previous social media posts, go back through those, see which ones have worked well and have got good engagement overall, and then use these as a basis for generating new ads then. And then lastly, you could maybe look at running some discounts on products or services, or maybe promoting gift vouchers, which you can use to generate leads and maybe increase website traffic. The fifth point would be to focus on your customer service. So the main area to focus on for your business at this time is customer service. You should really look to reassure and assist your customers as much as possible. Give them as much free advice and support as possible. Maybe use your blogs if you run blogs on your website or on your website's news section. Create new content that's relevant to your sector. Maybe create a content hub that's keeping your customers or clients well informed. You can create infographics to share information, or as I've mentioned before, maybe utilize these chatbots on your website to answer customer client queries in real time, and maybe answer those frequently asked questions that are there. And then lastly, I'm just going to mention about using your social media platforms. So this will be very important. So use all the various social media platforms that you have at your disposal. If you're not operating on platforms, maybe use this time to look up and set up accounts and integrate those into your portfolio. Instagram links very well with Facebook and Twitter, so you can even use Instagram alone to broadcast across all three platforms. Some users, they just have a platform preference and maybe just use that one. So this way you'll be able to catch most of those people. So everyone has a lot of time on their hands at the moment, and many have increased their social media usage. So at this time, be visible. Utilize this opportunity to reach your target audience. Check for your scheduled content. If you've scheduled posts already, maybe just to double check again that it's relevant or appropriate at this time. Also, don't overpost. Don't bombard people with information. And also don't overcomplicate your messaging. Be as precise as you can in each post. And really think outside the box and be very creative. There's a number of businesses that you can see online recently that have been very creative in what they're putting out to their customers. A specific example would be the Clanny Park Hotel, maybe. They've run some excellent video posts at the moment, which is great content, very engaging, and also lightens up people's day as well. So keep your business in the forefront of people's minds. Look at developing engaging content such as video, as I mentioned, 3D images maybe, image carousels, maybe even do a tour of your premises. And finally, just give plenty of free advice. And lastly, tell your story. People are really looking for stories at this time, especially good news stories, especially the media. So thanks everyone for your time. If I can assist in any way or answer any questions that you may have, any of the items that I've covered here in this webinar, please don't hesitate to contact me. My details are on the screen. We're available on social media at Kingdom Media IE. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Tony. There's a lot of really good content there.
No problem. Thank you.